Hello Stampers, it's the Pampered Stamper, and today I want to show you a few cards I made with hand delivered. And you can see that this is a two-step stamp. So we've got the lady in the skirt, and then she's either holding balloons or she's holding a sign or books or a wedding cake. And then you can also dress up the skirt with a few overlays, and it's really cute because there's a lot of possibilities here. So this is what I've made so far. I've made this one with the balloons, and it's congratulations, but you could also do this one for graduation or happy birthday. And then to make it even more graduation appropriate, I did this one with the stack of books. And you can see how the blends just work beautifully for coloring these images. They just pop right off the page. So I'm going to give you a few tips and tricks for coloring with the blends too, because even though it's super easy, there's a few little things that you could do to make it even better. All right, so let's take a look. I'm going to take a piece of white and put it in the corner. The Stamparatus is your very best friend for doing this card, okay? So tight in the corner, and because I'm using a photopolymer stamp, I'm using this black matte in there. If you're using a rubber stamp, you don't need the black matte, okay? And then the other thing with the Stamparatus is it's a good idea, well, just a minute, let me take my stamps out first. It's a good idea to put a stamp case underneath this side because it stabilizes it, okay? So we'll start with a little skirt image, and you place your image where you want it. And I'm putting it off to the side over here because I want to put a little strip of pattern paper over there. So then you just put the thing down, give it a tap. You'll notice that when I lifted it up, the paper moved a little bit, so just tight into the corner again. And then Memento is the ink. You can see my Memento has seen a lot of use. It's a great ink pad. This is the ink pad you want to use when you're coloring with blends. Okay, so tap, tap. And because the Memento is a linen ink pad, I do a little twist and shout technique, I call it, just to give it more color. And that's perfect the first time around. So now, rather than taking that skirt off, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to take the hinge off, flip it around so I have a new surface to work with, which is awesome. So we'll start with the balloons, and we're going to lay them down. And if you read my blog post, you can see, oh, look, that's not going to work there. My balloons are going over the edge. So we're going to flip this around and put the balloons this way. And now, if you look very carefully, right there, let me just zoom in, you can see the buttons